Having schizoid personality disorder can make it very difficult to get things done for personal reasons, and we tend to suffer with things like anhedonia, motivation issues, and passivity. And this can make people think that we're like really lazy. However, it's not as simple as that, because these things are caused by our defense mechanisms, and in particular our anti-libidinal ego. So how it works is that for most people, their libidinal energy is attached to the external world. So what this means in simple terms is that they have a drive that motivates them to gain pleasure from the external world, and in particular through social relationships. Deep within us, we have this drive as well. However, because we also have an anti-libidinal ego that's developed over time and developed strength over time, the anti-libidinal ego restricts the libidinal ego. So what that means is that our drive to go out and seek pleasure in the external world is restricted and blocked. Now, the anti-libidinal ego originally arises in early infancy when our defenses are formed, and it originally has the role of keeping us safe by deterring us from venturing out into the external world or interacting with the external world. So it holds us back to protect us, and also to protect our true self from engagement with the external world. Now, over time, the libidinal ego takes hold, and we might not remember the initial reason why it was formed. So we might not be aware that it's there to keep us safe, and we may not be conscious of the need to keep safe, but at the same time, the anti-libidinal ego is still having an effect on us. So because of this, it can be difficult to engage in activities that other people engage in, because we don't have the same motivation to gain pleasure from those activities. And this can result in anhedonia, which is a difficulty in gaining pleasure from activities that people typically find pleasurable. And that can be quite isolating in a way that when other people are interested in doing things, we are less interested in doing those things, and we would prefer to engage in solitary activities rather than like doing things with the rest of the group that motivates them, as these things don't necessarily motivate us. The other issue is with passivity, because the anti-libidinal ego, it restricts our ability to be spontaneous and just like act on our feelings in the moment, because we tend to be detached from our emotions, especially in social situations. And so where other people will spontaneously spring into action and have the motivation to follow what they personally want to do, we're not really going to be so much in touch with that side of ourselves. So we tend to be more passive in social situations and not really assert our will in a way that other people can sort of recognize that this is what we want or this is what we're feeling. And then with the lack of motivation to engage in activities that a lot of other people find pleasurable, we can develop inertia, in a sense that we could feel stuck in a place where it's really difficult to just just to get things done. Really, it's very difficult to plan activities. It's difficult to have an interest in a wide range of activities because we're not getting the same reward from those activities as other people are, and it can be difficult for people to understand this. And as I said, we can be seen as being quite lazy because of this.